Hi everybody, it's Adam. I'm back here with another video. I'm going to go over yesterday's price action, but I usually record these at nighttime, but today is now the morning of the following day. But I'm going to go over yesterday's trades, but I'm also going to go over projections here first. So looking at this, we are trading down lower, and now we are hitting these higher time frame PD arrays. Daily time frame here on Nasdaq, we are coming down below this low here. And over here at ES, we are coming down below lows as well. As you can tell right here below this daily low, we have a volume imbalance here and also this fair value gap that we could possibly reach down and into. But I'm looking down on the 15-minute time frame and I'm noticing that here on the regular trading hours that we have this low here at this level, but we did trade down there on the electronic trading hours. So it's looking like we're going to open down below it. And then if we can get a power 3 move. So projections just for today, if you're watching this video, it might be a little bit later, but I'm looking for power 3. So this is really key to looking at trade setups. I'm looking for this move that came down and then maybe another sweep lower. And if we can get some break of market structure up in this area to then come back up above the midnight open. So power 3 is it's opened, comes down, then comes back up, comes down, closes. You know what I mean? So these are higher time frame PD arrays that I'm looking at to be met if we get a valid setup. But if it wants to keep going bearish, that means we'd have to see some 15-minute, 1-hour bearish closures using inversion gaps and fair value gaps to act as resistance for price to keep working its way down lower, and then see some bearish SMT in these lower parts of these ranges. There is from this wick already, but I need to see some bearish closures if we're really going to keep going down. But anyways, going over to the market from yesterday, we can tell that we had a really steep sell-off, and then we came back and traded back up above. So I actually partake in the sell from yesterday. All right, so going over here to the 5-minute time frame, we traded up and then we came back down. We shifted down, came back, retested this breaker right here in the pre-market. We traded down below, down in this range. I was actually here on Nasdaq, so they did basically the same thing, but I'm gonna bring this up. Came up in here, I believe there's SMT at these highs, traded down below, down into this range, and then we continued back down lower into 50% of this range within here, down below this low as well. So getting down into the area on the 1-minute time frame, this is what we were looking at in price. So it traded down below, and it came back up on in, and then we started to consolidate within this area. We created bearish SMT in this area here. At the same time, we had some bearish closures of rejection here. And then after we got this bearish closure, I personally believed it was time that it was about to start melting and going down lower, which it did from here to here. Then we started trading down again here. So down within this area, came up above, internal liquidity taken, order block hit, shifted down, retested the breaker, boom, traded back down another however many handles down into the volume imbalance that was there and also the Fibonacci projections. But looking at this area, we just consolidated into the lunchtime, went sideways for a while, and then we had a buy up later. I'll go over that in a minute, but anyways, this is just really what I was looking at, getting in sync with order flow. So we had our higher time frame PD array met with liquidity taken. Now we got to get in sync with order flow. It's going down, so now we got to wait for our valid setup. So we see internal liquidity, shift in structure, looking at internal inversion gaps, and then we look at SMT divergence, then you look at closures, and then you look at where our drawn liquidity is, which I believe was below the low over here. It was down below this low and also within this range here, filling in this part of the gap, also reaching to a previous opening range gap that we have right here. As you could tell, I have this marked up from here to here, so I went over to the regular trading hours to get that. So going back over to the electronic trading hours, this is what happened here as well. So I was a little late to the boat on this one, so I usually like to trade the ICT silver bullet now in the PM session from like 2 to 3, but then like 3:15 to 3:45 is another macro that runs that I really like as well. Depends on the setup. But anyways, we had this run down, so we came down below this low, created bullish SMT with ES. So ES made like a lower low here, but NQ made a higher low. But then we had our shift in market structure, retested this high with this order block, boom, trades up higher, retest this order block, boom, comes up higher, retest the high here. So then we ended up trading back up on through, and then we trade back down and in here, shifted back up, a bullish closure up above the inversion gap that we have here. So this came down, and then we came back up above it, closure, retested here, broke away with the volume imbalance right here. This retest, boom, green light. ready to go, launch up to the freaking moon. And then we have a buy side target here. You can measure 50% of this because I believe it's a wick on the 15-minute. You can measure 50% of that wick right here. So about 50% of that wick could be a potential target. Then also up into this area on the 1 hour as well was a fair value gap that looked like it needed to be met to. And then we also have this 1 hour wick that's up within here. And if you want to measure 50% of that wick, which falls up above this 1 hour area as well. So this stuff isn't random. It happens all the time. Just back test it. You'll see it. That's just screen time. Screen time, screen time, screen time. That's really what it is in using all these concepts. So breaks up above, comes up into this area. I personally had another entry right here. This is where I loaded up because I saw this 1 minute inversion gap here. So this gap stood out to me. So I drew this out, looked through candles, going through time. We broke up above. We're now in, it's still the 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock time frame within that last, well, the silver bullet hour. Retest here, shifts up above, closes up above it, shifts up again, and comes back down. I'm liking entries here, 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 boom. Trades up into that range. Where were we looking? Right up above this high, and this was it, right there. This is where we were looking, right there. Very clean setup, and I expected consolidation into the rest of the hour. Boom, 20 handles right there. Could have went for more, but didn't go for more. Simple. Anyways, it came back down. I expect more consolidation, but it traded back down below into the close. Just to hit this sell side to close back down into this area so we can get this move later. So I'm expecting possibly these lows to be taken now and then a shift back up higher into the higher part of this range and back up into this 15-minute gap, 1 hour gap right within here. I might have had that. It might have been a 5-minute gap, actually. Yeah, up within here. I'm just looking up in this range. Looking for price to get up above this midnight open here today, above these equal highs, if we hit sell side again one more time. Just watching, monitoring. If it closes bearish, then I'm going to get in sync with order flow and try to go bearish down into this area, down into these breakers down here. Daily time frame. Daily time frame is your friend. Weekly time frame is your friend as well. So looking at these weekly levels down within here, because we are pulling back. So we're going to see what we can get here if we do want to trade down lower into this 4 hour gap. But it looks as if it wants to just consolidate and maybe poke down one more time and then give us a lift off up into this gap here. More consolidation and then a continuation of a sell off. Or if we poke up there quick and then continue to sell off quick, then we could just boom down below into this range. But anyways, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up here. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some guy who likes making these videos. But yeah, all right, take it easy. I'll go. Peace out.